What is up, you guys? This is Weekly B with your very own Brandon Easterwood. This week is my testimony of how I feel about YouTube and my testimony of how I fell into YouTube and how I fell into music and everything else. Well, this is how I fell into YouTube. My mission is me and my friend Chandler and some people from Texas and everything else. We had a collab channel called Collab Nation. And I had a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun. And then a while back I was just thinking, and I was like, okay, so maybe I should have a YouTube channel of my own. And I made it not really thinking anything of it, and I made it in the mission of using my platform for God and not for getting famous and all the girls. And which I'm not saying that I'm gonna get any girls, because look at me. Well, this is how I fell into music. Music has always been a part of my life ever since I was a little kid, about 3 years old. And whenever I always came to my grandmother's, where I am here, I always I sat on the piano and played the piano, and I just kind of sang songs that didn't really make any sense, but I didn't care. And I just kind of love music, and I always have. And it's always been a really cool thing just to play music for me. And I joined band in elementary school. Not elementary school. I was in a recorder class in elementary school, and I loved that. And I was in choir and everything. But then whenever I got to middle school, I was in the school band, and I played percussion. And then I discovered that wasn't me, and guitar was me. And that's whenever that's later on down the road. Then I joined a band called Downpour with my church, Valley Creek Baptist Church in Hueytown, and we just I joined that as soon as I got in the youth ministry, and I kind of just fell into it. And then I fell into the wrong crowd whenever I moved schools and everything, and I got what my pastor calls a come to Jesus meeting. And that's whenever I discovered that was a wrong thing to do. I started cussing and all that other stuff, and it was just awful. And I fell into the wrong path, and I was with the wrong people. And it was heartbreaking, and I was in awe whenever I figured out that I was doing something wrong. And I knew I was doing it wrong whenever I was doing it, of course, but it's just been, I love music. And then lately I like I said in the first video, I joined in Downpour with my church, and I started not really leading it, but leading it sort of like. I'm not the leader of Downpour, I'm like lead singing sometimes, and I play lead acoustic, and that's a lot of fun. It's a great feeling. And I tried out for that last summer, and I made the guitar position, and that's whenever everything kind of fell from there. And our director kind of stepped down, and he's kind of our director, our pastor, worship pastor, and it's just been a really good experience being in music. And that was a very long testimony compared to my YouTube testimony, because I haven't had much experience with YouTube as I have music. So that's my testimony of music. I want to apologize for the transition from outside to inside. I started getting bitten by yellow flies, not yellow jackets, but yellow flies and everything, and it was really itchy. Also, another transition, do not forget to put #WeeklyB in any hashtag of me. So that about wraps it up for this week. I want you to do exactly what I ask you to do every week, because you know what to do. Like I said, big thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, please. And I will see you guys next Monday.